Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Garrett Becker will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Digging in, J.C. Embry. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
First pitch, 12:05.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Things expected to warm up a bit as the afternoon goes on, but still just 52 degrees here at game time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Now the pitch. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 3-2 one more time. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Looking up is the right fielder. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
This guy has some pop. You can't just lay one in there. What happens? He leads the game off just like that. It's 1-0.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. Line to the right side. And that'll be a base hit for Zobrist.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
So now to the plate, Pete Armstrong. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Zobrist on at first, nobody out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 pitch. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
On to first, and they turn the double play.
The left fielder, Suzuki.
Settling in now, Sito Suzuki. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive.
1 to the Cubs left fielder.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Stepping up now, Jesse Padilla, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. From the stretch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 home.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. 2 out with the man at first. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
High and deep down the left field line. And no one will track it down. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So coming to the plate, Jimmy Grimes. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. The 2-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Sam Igawa, the Japanese left-hander, is tasked with the starting job. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Striding in, Carlos Almanzar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Carlos Almanzar.
Now here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Pitch is popped up. Buckner has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. So a full count now.
I like what he was trying to do there with the two-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
So stepping in, Lenny Pruitt. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch, a ball and no strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. Palm ball in there, strike 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here now the 2-2, and it's fouled away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Armstrong to play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting first, the first baseman, Sam Williams.
Digging in, Sam Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end, as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Cubs lead it 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First delivery to him on the way. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. Is a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
2-2 the count. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Batting it, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
In now, Ryan Buckner, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Buckner, a 32-year-old veteran. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
The pitcher, Sum Igawa, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that two-seam. It's what his MO is.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Swinging a soft liner. A jumping catch at second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Cubs are down quietly. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Joe Tyson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
Here it comes, 1-0. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning. At the plate, Carmen Feliciano. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball. Count 1-0.
Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Into the box now, Kevin Egbert, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early, 1-0. Hit out towards second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Alfonso Liriano comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Armstrong is there, 2 gone.
Batting it, the catcher, Bob Uecker.
At the plate, Bob Uecker, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. The set and the 2-0.
3-0 the count.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Swinging away there. It's 3-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Here comes the first pitch. Garrett Becker stands in as he looks at a called strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
The 0-1 offering. This is skied into short left center. Suzuki is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Brewers leave them loaded. They're down 1-0. Top of the third set to get underway. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, J.C. Embry.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Two balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 the count.
The 2-1. And strike 2 swinging.
2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Zobrist is quickly approaching 200 career homers, looking to inch closer here. 1-1 the count. Now the pitch. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. One out, nobody on. Swinging a soft liner, and an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Striding in once again, Pete Armstrong. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. First pitch coming, here it is. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sito Suzuki. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch.
Count 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A runner on first with 2 away. A ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And that misses. 2-1. I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
2 out with the man at first. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Still 2-2. From the belt, the pitch.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
The next Cub up, Jesse Padilla. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. A 0, here's the pitch.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
One and 0, here it is. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now, and gone. Home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, and with it the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
Stepping in now, Jimmy Grimes, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And this will kick off the base of the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
The 2-0. Here's a pop-up now. Liriano waits on it. And that ends the inning. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Carlos Almanzar, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Line drive to center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Ready, Pruitt.
Now at the plate, Lenny Pruitt, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Palm ball in there, strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now the pitch.
Outside, that's a ball. Oh, that's off the plate.
Sam Williams will be next. The 3-1. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Digging in, Sam Williams. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Kipnis on to first, and for the second time in 3 innings they've bounced into a double play, and with this one the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Arizona and spring training baseball after this. All set for the start of the 4th. And next it'll be the switch hitting first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Ryan Buckner.
Now here it comes. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And it's gone as they add. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
At the plate now, Some Igawa. This one skied out toward right. Feliciano is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, J.C. Embry.
Ready once again, J.C. Embry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit to third. Reined in. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
To the plate now, Pete Armstrong, as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch. Five runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Brewers nothing. Into the box now, Joe Tyson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Joe Tyson.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Wow, you want your stars to get their work in during spring training, but you don't want to see them get hit by a pitch. Looks like no damage done, though.
Standing in, Carmen Feliciano. First pitch on its way. Feliciano tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. And he's back standing. He's running. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kevin Egbert.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Egbert. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Runner at second here with 1 man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box, Alfonso Liriano, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Now the 2-0 home. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 2-1 pitch down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard to third. There to play it is Zobrist. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves one. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Martin Sanchez enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 38, Martin Sanchez.
Ready for another shot now, Sito Suzuki.
Leading off for the Cubs, the left fielder, Sito.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sanchez has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 2-1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jesse Padilla.
So in now for Chicago, Jesse Padilla. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
At the plate, Jimmy Grimes, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. One out and a runner on second base. Three and 0 now. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Kipnis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
And he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ryan Buckner. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
In now, Sam Higawa, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Into the box now for the Cubbies, J.C. Embry, as he looks to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Brewers nothing. So digging in now, Bob Uecker. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Here it comes. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
Standing in now, Martin Sanchez. As he'll square around to bunt, then pull back for ball 1. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. The 1-0. It's going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. One there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Carlos Almanzar. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Buckner is there, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 12, Lenny Pruitt.
At the plate, Lenny Pruitt. First pitch on its way. Fastball laid off well below the knees. A runner on first with 2 away. In the air, down the line in left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Roger Baez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Now here it comes. Popped up. Williams in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Now at the plate, Pete Armstrong. First offering on its way. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful, because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And there's the first strike. 2-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 2-1. One out, nobody on. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate now, Sito Suzuki fouled away. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. 2 out, nobody on. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a miss at the hard splitter, even at 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Cubs lead this one 6-0. Trevor Bauer enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 96, Trevor Bauer.
Leading off the inning, Sam Williams, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe Tyson.
Stepping in, Joe Tyson. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
1-0 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Outside, 3-0 now. Carmen Feliciano waits on deck. In there, 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Now batting, right fielder, Carmen.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Carmen Feliciano. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close, it's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
Standing in, Kevin Egbert. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Splitter that misses too low, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0. 2 out with the man at first. All even now, 2-2. Bauer pauses. Here it comes. Alfonso Liriano would be next. Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Milwaukee leaves one. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Drew Barksdale enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Drew Barksdale.
Freddie Santiago is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Santiago.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Barksdale, once an Atlanta Brave, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a one-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
Ran one in tight that time, as all he can do is foul this one away. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Now the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The catcher, number 8, Jimmy Rye.
Sammy Sosa will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Sammy Sosa.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. One out, nobody on. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1.
2-1.
One pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
To the plate now, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take a look at ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Two and 0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now the 2-0. Now here's a swing by Kipnis, and he connects on this one. Out to deep right field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo homer here for Jason Kipnis as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan.
Into the box now, Ryan Buckner, as the first pitch here's a bit high. It's ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. Pruitt is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Brewers nothing. Freddie Santiago will remain in the game in the 9th spot in the order and take over at shortstop. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Now catching, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
Kevin Gossman will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Nicholas Horner is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ron Wolf is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Last half of the 7th here, and next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Alfonso Liriano.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
In there for strike one.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Avi Millar is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 36, Avi Millar.
At the plate, Bob Uecker. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Line towards center field, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Juan Soto will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Almanzar.
Mark Wright will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first.
Mark Wright.
And it's fouled away. A runner on first with two away. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. From the stretch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the stretch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Fouled off. Struck him out. Brewers strand one. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Vinny Marchand comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Angelo Mesa is into the ballgame as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 3, Angelo Mesa.
Now batting, Nicholas Horner, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Nicholas.
Pitch on the way. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. Swing and he pops him up. Left fielder is on the move, but this will land untouched. Ready with another 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, but it's over his head and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Garrett Miklas will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Garrett Miklas.
Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Ben Vogel.
Oliver Blanco will get a chance with the runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
Blanco.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Runner at second here with one man out. Now a swing and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Hernandez will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. For strike one. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Feliciano is there and he'll put it away to retire the side. Cubs strand 1, but they're still in control 7-0. Oliver Blanco will stay in the game, taking over at third base and batting in that 8th spot.
Now playing right field.
Luke Hernandez is the new center fielder after coming on as a pinch hitter during the last half inning.
Number 41.
Luke Little is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For Chicago, number 43. Luke Little. Now at third base. Number 25.
Alberto Fernandez is into the ball game as well as he takes over out in right.
Number 9. Alberto.
Rafael Diaz will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Too high, and it's 3-0. Sam Williams is on deck. That one's in there. 3-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Taken high and deep to right. Right fielder looking up, and it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Ryan Tan will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Number 25, Ryan Tan.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Alan Branch will come on as a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the Brewers, number 17, Alan Branch.
Hit in the air to left. Suzuki will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 31, Carmen Feliciano.
Lawrence Gonzalez will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 6, Lawrence Gonzalez.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Pablo Hernandez will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Number 37, Pablo Hernandez.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out with the man at first.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Alfonso Liriano would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Suzuki will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Ninth inning coming up. It's now 7-1. Rafael Diaz stays in the ball game in the 9-hole and takes over out in center field.
Now playing right field.
Brian Tan remains in the game, batting 8th and manning first base.
Now in center field.
Lawrence
7,
Gonzalez stays controlling right field.
Number 6, Lawrence.
Pablo Hernandez will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field.
Pablo Hernandez.
Dwayne Stromer enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 5, Dwayne Stromer. Now at second. Number 17,
Samuel Benitez is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second.
Number 57, Samuel Benitez. Now at first base.
Henry Maldonado will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, shortstop, Avi Millar.
Now to the plate, Avi Millar. First pitch on its way. Looked like it went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike one. One out, nobody on. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Now batting.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Now in the box, Ron Wolf. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope. Ball one. Counts 1-0. Nope.
2-0 now.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit hard. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Now batting. Second base.
Stepping up to the plate, Jason Kipnis. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Cubs 7 and the Brewers 1. Henry Maldonado remains in the game, batting 8th and manning left field.
Now playing left field, number 37.
Matt Harvey will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 33, Matt Harvey.
Alfonso Liriano will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Liriano.
Now the pitch. Harvey, a 6'4" right-hander. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Well-located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping in now, Bob Uecker, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he popped him up. Kipnis is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
The pitcher, Dwayne Romer.
Thomas Shaver will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Brewers, number 40, Thomas Shaver.
Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. The Brewers down to their final strike. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here, as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and it's a 7-2 game now. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well, because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Now the 1-0. A ball and a strike now. And he fouls this one off. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Drilled on the ground to short, and that's through for a hit.
The center fielder, number 7, Rafael Diaz.
So now to the plate, Rafael Diaz, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He smacked a homer back in the 8th in this one. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
Harvey pauses. Here's the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
From the belt, the pitch. Back up the, oh no, that got him. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications it looks like he's going to try to continue. Ready for another chance? Brian Tan. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, it's together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Ronnie Wickert takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Standing in now, Samuel Benitez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two and 1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
3 and 1.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Driven nicely into the gap. And the runner will score from second. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it 7-5 now. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. plate now, Lawrence Gonzalez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Four runs here in this half inning. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
7-5, how today's comes to an end. Chicago get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Sam Igawa takes home the win. Garrett Becker was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.